Charges, positive and negative charges.
Okay.
An
And
important source of energy.
so today we will try to discuss these points: types of charges, conductor and insulator, what is electric potential, potential difference, flow of electric
Important
charge,
source.
and electric current. I hope I am pretty much audible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So
Yes, ma'am.
as we know that electricity is a form of power or form of energy. Okay. And what is the source of electricity? If I ask you what is the source of electricity, so we can
Current.
say that charges are the source of electricity, because we generally say the flow of charge is called current, and because of current we get electricity, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
what is the source of electricity? Source of electricity is charges.
Charges.
Okay, now let's see what are the charges and what are their properties. See, if any charge, we know about two kind of charges, that is positive charge
Positive and negative.
Negative.
and negative charge, right? Well, when the charge is in position of rest, when the charge is in position of rest, it creates a electric field around the charge. Okay, so every charge has its own electric field, whether it is moving. When charge is moving, then it creates electric field and magnetic field also. Okay, but when the charge
Ma'am.
is, yes,
Ma'am, when charge is in rest.
yes,
Ma'am, when charge is in rest.
when charge is in rest, it creates electric field only. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
and which is called static electric field, or we will deal with this in electrostat. That's why that branch is called electrostat, because in that the charge is in rest position. When charge is in rest, it create electric field, and when the charge is moving, it create electric field and magnetic field also. Okay, so when the charge is in rest position, it create a static electricity. Now what is static electricity? And when the charge is flowing, it create a electric current. We know about electric current and we know the uses of electric current also. Now the static electricity is a new term, not so new, but for some student. And what is the use of static electricity? Well, we use this property to attract the opposite charges. We use this property in printer, photocopy machine. Like in those machines, we use this property to attract the ink or the toner we used for printer and photocopy machine and all. So when the charge is in rest, it creates a static electricity which we use in printer and photocopy and all. And when the charge is moving, here it creates a electric current. And we know the use of electric current. Now let's see positive charge and negative charge. Well, in simple matter, we have two kind of charges. You know that if I talk about simple matter or a simply atom, normally atom is a neutral body, and in nucleus we have positive charge, that is proton and neutron, and neutron is neutral, and around that nucleus we have electrons in a specific orbit. Right, we have electron in its specific orbit. So the total positive charge is equal to the total negative charge. That's why the atom are neutral body, right? The total
मैम स्टेबल कह सकता है? मैम स्टेबल कह सकता है?
स्टेबल कह सकते हैं, but stable in what sense? Here we are talking about in the charged body or uncharged body. So in neutral body or in uncharged body, we can say that the total positive charge is equal to the total negative charge. Okay. So electron, proton and neutron, they are elementary charges. But for neutron, neutron is neutral, so we don't consider it. For electron, we have, what is the charge on electron? Minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Right?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, what is this formula for?
This is not a formula. This is the charge on one electron, that is minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb.
minus 19
And for proton, the charge is same but with the positive charge 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Is this clear? Okay, can anybody tell me that who discovered electron? Name of
Who
scientist?
discovered electron?
Yes.
Anthony von Leeuwenhoek.
Ma'am, J.J. Thomson. J.J. Thomson.
And who discovered proton?
Proton.
E. Rutherford.
Yes. And what about neutron?
Chadwick. James Chadwick.
Yes, very good. So these are the charges, and if I talk about mass, so mass of one electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. And mass of one proton is 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Okay.
Ma'am, what is the mass of the first one?
Mass
Unable
of
to see.
electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. And
Okay,
for
ma'am.
proton, 1.67 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
This is the basic information about the charges. Now let's see the property of charges. We know that like charges, what, repel or attract?
Ripple.
Yes, like charges repel and opposite charges attract. Now,
Attract.
charge is a property which acquired by a body, and this charge can acquired by the friction also. If we rubbed two things with each other, like the very familiar example, if we rub the scale with our hair and then we put the scale with near to the piece of papers, then the piece of paper get attract.
Stick it.
That means the
Stick.
scale get charged now, right? That
Yes,
means
ma'am.
the scale get charged now. So the body can acquire the charge with the friction also, and we can use any external force, any external potential also. So we will discuss about the potential later on. And the very famous example is a glass rod. When we rub the glass rod with the silk, then the glass rod charged with a positive charge. And if we rub ebonite is a other matter, and if we rub ebonite rod with the wool, then it gets positive charge. Now you can't exactly say after charging that this is positive or this is negative. For that, we have to do many observation or many experiment. So after that observation and experiment, it defines that when we generally rub the glass rod with the silk, then it gets positively charged. So charge is a property which acquired by any uncharged body, because initially, the charge is, the body is uncharged. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, you can answer me in chat if you have any confusion. Okay. Now let's see. So this is the charge and this is the mass. The first property is like charges repel and unlike charges attract. The second property is we always get the charge on any body in terms of integral multiple. Like a body, maybe this is a body, it can charge by 1 coulomb, or it can charge by 2 coulomb, or it can charge by 3 coulomb. We can't say that it is charged by 3 by 2 coulomb. That means we always get charge in terms of an integral multiple. Right? So,
Ma'am,
yes,
ma'am,
I'm not getting your voice.
Ma'am, what is
coolant is the state of electricity.
Please type in chat now. I'm not getting your voice properly. What I am saying, that any body or any matter get charged by an integral multiple of the unit charge. And what is the unit charge? Unit charge is a electron. Okay. We can't say that this particular body is charged by 3 by 2 coulomb or 1.57 coulomb. If this body get charged by 2 coulomb, or this body can charge by 3 coulomb. So from this observation, we have a formula. No, the unit of charge is coulomb, not unit of electricity. See, electricity is a whole system, and in this electricity we will read about charge, which has a unit coulomb, then potential, which have unit volt, then electric current, which have unit ampere, then electric power, which have unit watt. So when we talk about electric power, then moreover we are talking about electricity. Coulomb is the unit of charge. Is this clear? Chat में answer कर लो फटाफट.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Coulomb is unit of charge. Okay. Oh,
Ma'am,
yes.
ma'am, do we have any SI unit of electricity?
See, I'm talking about SI unit of electricity. Now you can ask me SI unit of electric current, or you can ask me SI unit of electric power. When generally we
so ma'am, what about ampere?
See, when generally we pay our electricity bill, then the commercial unit of that electricity is in kilowatt hour.
Ampere.
Yes, kilowatt hour. You generally see this relation, 1 kilowatt hour equals to 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Yes, so me, but yes. Okay. So electricity is a general term. When we are talking about that final product, that is the power, which is in watt or electric, and the commercial unit of that is kilowatt hour or watt hour. Okay, is this clear?
Yes.
Further? Okay, so now from this observation that any object can be charged by integral multiple of basic unit of charge. And what is the basic unit of charge? This electron is the basic unit of charge. So from this observation we have a formula. Q equals to Ne. Okay, where Q is the charge, N is number of electron, and E is the charge on one electron, charge of one electron. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
If you missed anything, don't worry, I will provide you recording of this lecture. Okay, I will try to provide you the recording. So this formula is Q equals to Ne. That means the total charge can be integral multiple of any electron. The basic unit of charge, that is 1 electron. So Q is charge, the total charge of that object or material, and is the number of electron, and charge is 1 electron. Is this clear? Now,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
tell me if any object or any material is charged by 5 coulomb. Okay? Then tell me the number of electron in that case. Apply this formula or answer me. If any object is charged by 5 coulomb, then what is the number of electron in this case? You can simply apply this formula, put 5 coulomb here, and we have to find n, and put the charge of 1 electron here, and find the value of n. That is n equals to Q upon E. N equals to 5 coulomb, and here 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. Now find out the answer. Now you can do this simple calculation and tell me the answer. Here I am not using negative sign because we already know that we are talking about electron. The negative sign is just showing the nature of the charge. Okay. So in calculation, we will not use the minus sign. What is the answer? Q equals to IT in that case when we are talking about electric current. Here we are talking about the relation between the charge and the charge on the basic unit. You can answer me in chat. Okay. 3.12 10 to the power 19. Good. 3.125 10 to the power 19. Good. बस दो ही लोग का आंसर आया है. इतनी तो कैलकुलेशन.
Ma'am, 31.25 into 10 to the power minus 19.
Not minus 19. इसीलिए मैंने पूछा था. Because see, you can write like this: 25 upon 8. 2 8 and either 25. And when we take this power to the numerator, then this power become positive. Right? So this is your 3.12 something जो भी आ रहा है 10 to the power 19. Okay? And here this is because this is number, so there is no unit for number. This is number of electron. Coulomb से coulomb cancel हो गया. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then we are moving further.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, now we will talk about conductors and insulators. You are very familiar with conductors. So what are the conductors?
Those who conduct electricity.
Who conduct electricity.
I know.
Okay, and
Ma'am, through which electricity can flow.
in which electricity can flow. And any other
Or
information?
trace.
Don't repeat the same information. Any other information about conductor? या सिर्फ यही पता है कि इलेक्ट्रिसिटी को पास होना.
person which is
And the presence of
driver.
Presence of?
Ma'am.
electrons in a substance make it a conductor.
Yes. Okay.
Ma'am.
Yes.
These are good conductors of electricity. That's why they are known as conductors.
Okay. Now, see, the first information is that is right, that conductors are those material who allowed the electric current easily to pass through them. Okay, so they are the conductor. But why this is happening? In conductors we have free electrons. As we know that the electric current is the move of the motion of the charges, and here charge is the basically, here we are talking about the electrons. So the conductors are those material in which the free electrons are available. Okay. Now in your periodic table or in your chemistry or in your physics also, you have read about metals. Okay. So tell me
Yes,
an
ma'am.
example of metal.
Ma'am, silver,
Gold.
copper,
Gold.
aluminium.
Ma'am, gold.
Magnesium.
Gold.
Gold is the gold is
Hardest.
highest conductivity. Gold has contain highest conductivity. Now take it some simple example like sodium.
And ma'am, silver and copper.
Yes, all metals are the good conductor, and the gold has the
Of
highest.
electricity.
Okay, let's talk about sodium. Sodium is also metal,
Yes, ma'am.
right?
Yes, ma'am.
And the atomic number of sodium is 11.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
When we do
Yes, ma'am.
electronic configuration, we get like this something.
281. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
in outer orbit, we have one electron,
Yes, ma'am.
and this electron is not engaged in any cell. This electron is free, right?
Yes.
It
So
has the
in-
valency to lose.
So all metals are good conductor because in metals we have one or two. When we talk about magnesium, there will be 2 electrons. Okay, so 1 or 2 electrons always we have available for the motion. So these are called conductors. So we can say that all metals are good conductors. Okay. Now, in case of insulator, we don't have free electrons. Okay, so that's why the motion of electric current in the insulator is not very easy. For that, we have to apply a very strong external power. Okay, क्योंकि insulator में क्या होता है, सारे electrons engaged रहते हैं, तो उन electrons को बाहर निकालने के लिए, उन्हें pull करने के लिए हमें बहुत ज्यादा energy की जरूरत होती है. यहाँ तो naturally available है, right? इंसुलेटर से इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पुल करने के लिए हमें बहुत ज्यादा एनर्जी की जरूरत होगी, जो हमें कैसे मिलेगी, एक्सटर्नल पावर लगा. तो दिस इज योर कंडक्टर एंड इंसुलेटर. द बेसिक डिफरेंस इज द प्रॉपर्टी इज दैट कंडक्टर कैन easily pass the current through them and insulator does not allow to pass the current. In conductor we have free electron for the motion. That's why the flow of current is very easy in the conductor. Okay, is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
ma'am.
let's move to the next point. Next point is electric potential.
Ma'am, it is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point.
Okay. And anything else?
मैम पता नहीं.
Okay. See, the definition is correct that when we move any point, any particle from infinity to any other point in electric field, then we have to do some work that is stored as electric potential. Now, I want to just explain this phenomenon to relate with the gravitational force. Okay. Now, listen to me very carefully. We all know that the earth is attracting everybody towards itself, right? By the gravitational
Yes,
force.
ma'am.
Okay. So
Yes, ma'am.
when we have to move any particular body in upward direction, that means, let's see, I want to take this ball h height from the
Against.
earth. Okay, that means we are doing work against the gravitational force, right? Here it means we are doing work against the gravitational force, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
ma'am.
And this work is stored as in this object
Potential.
like gravitational potential energy. Is that so? Whatever
Yes,
work
ma'am.
we are doing against to the gravitational force, that work is stored as a gravitational potential energy, right?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
when we talk about the charges, here I have a body which is negatively charged and I have a point charge which is positive. Okay. And here is a B. Second point. So generally by the nature, this positive charge attract by the negative one, right? And if I want to put, if I want to move this charge from this point to this point, then I have to do work against this energy, against this electrostatic force.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in this case, the electrostatic energy expand. Now this work done is stored as an electric potential in this body, because here I am doing work against to this electrostatic force. Generally by the nature, this charge get attracted by this body, and here we feel a force which is called electrostatic force. And now I want to move this positive charge from this point to this point. That means I am doing a work against to the electrostatic energy, electrostatic force. So that work is stored as electric potential. Is this clear? What is the basic idea of electric potential? If I want to move a particular charge in an electric field from one point to other point, so that work done on this charge is stored as a electric potential. Okay, is this
Yes,
clear?
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. So the SI unit of electric potential is
Volt.
volt. Volt is a very well-known scientist. So उन्हीं के नाम पे है इसका unit volt. Now, what is potential difference? Okay. See, for potential difference is the same. When we are talking about potential difference, that means we are talking about the difference between two points. The one point is at higher potential and the second one is at lower potential. Okay. So when we move this body against the electrostatic force, then the role of this point, the potential at this point is a higher potential and this become a lower potential. So when we move a body from lower potential to higher potential, or from one point to another point in a electric field, then that work done on the charge is called potential difference. The formula is potential difference
Work done upon quantity of charge produced.
Yes, work done
Upon quantity of charge produced.
quantity of
Charge
charge.
We want Google.
Okay,
Google नहीं.
or we can represent as, if we are representing potential difference, E equals to W upon Q. Okay, so this is your potential difference, and the unit of potential difference is same like electric potential, that is volt. Okay, so let's do one numerical on this topic. Okay, represent the potential difference by V also, not E. E is a E, we represent E for the electrical energy, not potential. Okay, so the numerical is okay. What is the potential difference is required to do 100 joule work to carry a charge of 10 coulomb between 2 points. So we have to find out the potential. So here,
What is the question?
what is the, just write the numerical, what potential difference is required. We have to find out V.
Ma'am,
The work done
ma'am 10 volts.
100.
Ma'am 10 volts answer है.
Okay, and the charge is 10 coulomb. So what potential difference we required for this?
10.
Simply apply this formula, V equals to W upon Q.
Ma'am, 10 volts.
10 volts. Okay. Now we can define the potential difference like this also. See, if we take W equals to 1 joule and Q equals to 1 coulomb, right? So 1 joule upon 1 coulomb equals to 1 volt. Okay, so we can say that the potential difference is equal to 1 volt when we are doing 1 joule work on the particle which have unit charge or
1
which
coulomb.
have 1 coulomb charge. So we can define the potential difference like this also. And this is a very famous question of multiple choice, that 1 joule per coulomb equals to. So just note down this relation. 1 joule per coulomb equals to 1 volt. Is this clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Coulomb is
after this class, I will send notes, some important points. So just copy that notes in your notebook and try to solve numerical based on this concept, like Q equals to NE, B equals to W upon Q. Okay. And the fifth topic is, I think, electric current. So we know that the flow of charge is called electric current, and the formula is Q upon T.
V.
Rate of flow of charge is called electric current, right?
Okay,
And
ma'am.
unit is coulomb, and here second, and the SI unit of current is ampere. Ampere is the other scientist. So 1 ampere equals to 1 coulomb per second. 1 ampere equals to 1 coulomb per second. So this is also important. Multiple choice में पूछा जा सकता है. Okay. Is there any doubt?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So in next class, we will discuss about resistance, Ohm's law. Okay. And the combination of
Okay, ma'am.
resistors. And now I want to introduce, there is an event which is organizing by the National Organization of the Physics Teacher, and students from class 9 to 12th can participate in that event. But अगर आप लोग confident हो करना है तो ही बताओ, because last वाले कोर्स में कोई एक स्टूडेंट नहीं रहा जिसने की लेक्चर पूरा किया, जबकि मैं वीकली इंस्ट्रक्शंस दे रही थी. और इस बार प्राइस मनी भी है, इस बार काफी बड़े स्केल पे हो रहा है नेशनल. लेकिन आप तभी एलिजिबल रहोगे सॉर्ट.
Ma'am, you are not clear.
Am I audible?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you please repeat?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
repeat it?
See, I am saying that the National Association of Physics Teacher organizing an event, and this time this event is happening on national level. Okay. Last time I was very disappointed. There's no single student who complete that course successfully. मतलब बैठे बिठाए आईआईटी से सर्टिफिकेट मिल रहा है, वो भी तुम लोग को नहीं चाहिए. चलो बहुत अच्छी बात है. इस बार जो इवेंट हो रहा है बड़े लेवल पे हो रहा है, अगर करना हो, अगर कॉन्फिडेंट हो तभी रजिस्टर करना. और इस बार प्राइस मनी भी है. दिस इवेंट इज डिवाइडेड इन 3 पार्ट: प्रीलिम्स, स्क्रीनिंग, देन प्रीलिम्स एंड देन द फाइनल स्टेज. प्रीलिम्स तक भी पहुंचते हो तब भी कुछ प्राइस मनी है. मैं पूरी उसकी इंफॉर्मेशन और जो साइट है ओरिजिनल वो ग्रुप पे शेयर कर दूंगी. सो जस्ट गो थ्रू द साइट, रजिस्टर योरसेल्फ एंड इन्फॉर्म मी. ओके.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
ओके.